Hello all, this is Bhavani Ravi teaching you Python the non-syntactic way. In this video, we are going to build a word bot which is going to return the meaning and opposite of a given word. So let's jump right ahead. To start with, I'm going to get an input message from the user using Python's input method. Similarly, the bot is going to return a response which is printed using the print function, and it will say bot and then return a response. For now, the bot is not trained to do anything, so let the response be I can't answer that right now. I can't answer that right now. Great. So that looks good. Since the bot returns the prompt like this, I want the user also have some prompt. User prompt. So let's run this function. Python word.py hi. So it says I can't answer that right now and then ends. But a bot typically should answer no matter what. It should answer like a human being. So for that, what we are going to do is we are going to put this into an infinite loop. So that will make sure that the bot is alive no matter what. So let's come back here. I'm going to say hi, hello, no matter whatever I say, the bot is not going to work. So now let's tune it to answer the questions like get the meaning and get the opposite. First, let's focus on getting the meaning alone. So I have a Python module here called dictionary.py which uses Python's NLTK module to get the meaning and opposite. I already have these functions written, but how to write those, I'll cover it in a different video. So for now, we have to only import these functions and then use them. So let's import that using Python's import statements from dictionary import get meaning. That's all we want right now. So what is the bot going to respond is it's going to get an input message. It's going to pass that message to the get meaning function and then it's going to get a response. Great. So I'm going to give it a word. So I'm assuming the user only gives me the word. Great. And then I'm going to say bad. Now this works perfectly as long as there is a response, right? Now we have to also have something like something to differentiate whether the user is asking for a meaning or an opposite. So for meaning, I'm going to assume that the user is going to say something like meaning of good. And for opposite, I'm going to assume the user is going to say something like opposite of bad. Okay, so what we see here is the first word says whether it's a meaning or opposite. The last word is the word to look for the meaning or the opposite. So let's go ahead and do that. So what we are going to do is we are going to split the input message. Okay, input message dot split of space. Now we have the splitted message. The 0th element is going to be our action, and I'm going to copy and paste this. The last element is actually going to be the word. So in Python, you get the last element by -1. So this is going to be my word, and I'll pass this word to the function. So let's rerun this. Now instead of giving a word, I'll say meaning of good. Now we are not using the action as such, but it still works. So let's go ahead and incorporate meaning and opposite into it. So if action equal to meaning, then you have to give this response. If action equal to opposite, then you have to call the antonym method, which we will import just now. Get antonym. Okay, if I import this, I'll get the thing right. Get antonym. Okay, I think I spelled it right. Good. So now that looks good. Let's remove these strings. We don't need that. Okay, that looks good. So what we're doing is we're getting the input message, splitting that, finding the action, and then calling the respective functions to get the response. So let's do this. Meaning of good. its benefit. Opposite of bad. It gives me a list of words. So we can also go ahead and fine tune it to give responses which are more human centric rather than just printing out the Python list as such. But those are all for the upcoming videos. Until then, keep learning, keep enjoying.